We gotta talk about FouseyTube. He's this YouTube influencer who back then was known for doing these pranks, social experiments, skits, vlogs, and it made him really famous back in the 2010 era of YouTube. Now, I didn't want to talk about him at first, but I kept seeing him on my feed so many times, it's literally starting to bother me right now. Fousey did this, Fousey did that, Fousey is crying about it on Twitter. Honestly, man, with how he's going right now, why are we giving him any attention at all? You know, I remember FouseyTube when I was growing up in high school, mainly for his social experiments, mainly the one where he's talking about the homeless people. One example I remember, he was portraying himself to be homeless, but then he started to give people money on the streets, and there was this one businessman who straight up rejects the homeless money and struts off back to work while he's on the phone. He's like, "Bitch, do I need your money?"
Yo, sir. I just want to be a helping hand today. God bless.
What?
God bless. I'm just trying to help out.
I don't need your money, you asshole. I can buy you.
Then it came to the realization that a majority of his pranks and social experiments were fake. He paid street side actors to react to the situation that Fousey wants them to act out for his video.
And yeah, they're like, so yeah, we're shooting this prank. I'm like, okay, so it's not real? It's not a real prank?
Even Fousey straight up admits it on some of his parts.
It was the fakest reactions I've ever seen in my entire life. And yes, guys, but Fousey, you fake shit. How are you gonna talk about fake shit? Exactly. If anybody knows about fake shit, it's me. I know every video that's fake. It's obvious. I'm in the community. I know everybody who fakes shit. I know exactly how it is. It's obvious, okay? So I do know. I'm not hiding from that. And I know, and it was fake.
YouTubers fake videos all the time, and Fousey was no exception. But it worked out for him considering he made a career off of it, you know? He managed to get 10 million subscribers, and he even managed to get Entertainer of the Year at the Streamy Awards in 2016.
Based myself based on what I read on the comments. I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that like that.
But I do understand the criticisms made about Fousey's videos being fake back then. It's like a white lie being painted for the fans, and it makes you look bad in the community. You come around to see an old Fousey video of him farting on a girl that's doing yoga, and then you realize, oh shit, that was fake the whole time. Well, I guess I can't enjoy that type of content anymore because the girls that were hired to do the prank were probably fake, and maybe the farts were fake too. Who knows? I even think Leafy talked about it at one point where he was calling out Fousey's fake videos.
Whenever anything drama related is uploaded, people flock to it. People talk about it. People view it. And people want more. And that's not okay.
Okay, let me just get this straight. Pretending to get assaulted on the internet for attention, that's 100% okay. People not preferring to watch my type of videos, where I walk around in public recording myself eating a fucking corn dog, that's not okay.
Oh, corn dogs, man. I'm so fucking done. Oh my god. Alright, we can talk about how faking videos are awful another time, but like every good apple that's in the bunch, it's always gonna rot within its core. And that's what you see with FouseyTube nowadays. He's a shadow of his former self, and he's crashing out with his irrelevancy, like getting into drama, getting into fights with other influencers. Mainly kick streamers, of course. What better way to gain attention than trying to get in a fight with Jack Doherty or Neon about some e-girl thought with the OnlyFans, you know? In these past few days, I've seen him getting into so much deep shit that it's hard for him to get out of it. So where do I start here? Well, the one big video that's causing all of this to happen would have to be where he's in Australia, I believe. Fousey is there to sign a Kick deal with Eddie Craven, the Kick CEO. But then he fucked it all up because he went on to insult and physically attack his manager or his cameraman at the house that they're staying at. Just a heads up, content warning, there is violence.
No, Adam, grab a suitcase. You get the fuck out of my house. What? Well, try to come to my face that I paid for with a job that was going to change your life. Shit. Yeah, because you ain't worth shit. Okay. Go work at Chuck E. Cheese, faggot. Suck my fucking dick. Let me come here. Make me stuff. Make me stuff. Really? Suck your dick. Say it to my face, nigga.
I don't want to be the asshole here this time, but that's how you lose a great opportunity in 30 seconds. Because from what I heard, Fousey was going to re-sign to Kick for another $20 million contract to stream on there exclusively. That's a lot of money, by the way. And then he throws it all in the shitter by punching the cameraman or the manager in the face because you had a disagreement. I don't know what caused that outburst from Fousey, but Giving his demeanor that he had this year and last year while he was hanging out with that girl who claimed that she was sexually trafficked, and then they went on to have sex in the hotel. And then he was flexing on everyone about it, and then everyone called him out on it, and then he went to go cry wolf about, oh, he was the victim in all of this. Why am I getting criticism for having sex with a sexually trafficked girl? And that's his mentality when he's on Kick, when he's hanging around with other Kick streamers, or they're starting drama with him, or he wants to start drama with them. My point is, though, he's really embracing the whole degenerate attitude, which mostly is being enabled by the other Kick streamers out there, like Neon and Jack Doherty. Of course, those two are banned, but I'm not going to be surprised if they all spawn another wave of degenerate streamers that I hope they don't do worse than what they did. But when it comes to Fousey, it's almost like he wants to be a rude man-child and get paid from it by Kick monetization. You know, try to get with the modern times of streaming. Get with this new audience who thinks he's still in his prime. If he was in his prime, he could have just stayed with his stick doing pranks and social experiments. Albeit not as popular as it was back then, but at least you wouldn't be stooping to the level of these degenerate Kick streamers who all think that acting like a man-child in front of the camera will bring back his youthful days. He's almost in his mid-30s, by the way. I want to point that out. Anyways, with that video of him punching his streaming staff, he went on Twitter and had a mental breakdown after he got banned on Kick.
Look, I'm gonna try my best not to cry. I've been under so much stress. Because I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year. That my adrenaline shot up and I don't even remember the last 48 hours now that I'm out of it. And now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused, that this happens to me all the time. I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry but I'm trying to explain to y'all, now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like, I feel so much better now, though. I feel free. I feel so.
Yeah, those tear streams that are going down his face, they're a really clear factor that he knows that the actions he did have consequences. If you could have just been, as he would describe it, not being Fousey during that heat of the moment time and just let it go with whatever he was arguing about with that worker of his, he wouldn't have lost out on that Kick deal. Making all these promises to Ed Craven that you wouldn't crash out on stream, yet you crashed out right there and then because the stream was live and it was the adrenaline rush that caused him to go all apeshit, and worst of it all, he didn't even offer an apology to the guy that he hit for no justifiable reason. That guy's gotta find a new job, honestly. And I could say that for FouseyTube right here. It's like, dude, you're 34 years old and you can't take accountability for your fuck-ups because it was Fousey that caused the outburst on stream, not Yusuf. How childish can you get, man? And it gets a whole lot worse. He starts outbursting more and makes threats of ending his life. Eventually, he gets arrested by Australia police, and he had his own mother on the phone, which I personally think is really fucked up to be putting your own mother through that.
Hi, Mama. I'm getting arrested right now. I'm being sedated. I love you so much. I woke up, Mama, 24 hours. I was asleep on the Seroquel. I wake up, there's lights in my face. What's going on? Sir, you're in danger of hurting people around you and yourself. You're being arrested. Arrest me, sir.
I swear to God, it's like he wants to make it everyone else's problem with his mental health issues. Especially since his mother is on the phone and she's hearing from her son that he's getting arrested for making threats to end his life. I think any mother would be desperate for the safety of their son, especially one that's putting himself in that spot. But I'm not a therapist by any means, okay? But you don't need to have a smart brain with an IQ of 200 to see that Fousey is not well. He really needs to go to a psych ward and get treated for his mental health issues. Like, it's not even laughable at this point. It's just very sad. Imagine you want to help this guy and he doesn't take your help. What do you do then? Just sit there while he starts going down the spiral? But Fousey wants to remind you that you are the cause that made him go down the spiral to begin with. We'll get to that in a minute here. Now, from my understanding, he was unbanned on Kick from that video of him punching his stream staff, but then he was banned again And this time, it's a permanent one. Because of this one video from Fousey's live stream of him getting out of Australia jail and then crashing out like he usually does. But this is the one that gets him permanently banned on Kick.
They fuck up, it makes me go bipolar. Look at my eyes, I'm gonna myself tonight, live, kick.com/Fousey, done.
Oh my god, Fousey, what did you do to your tongue? I hope that's not alcohol poisoning or herpes or whatever. All trolls aside, this is ridiculous and tragic at the same time. Like, that's not really a smart thing to do when you're given another chance. You get out of jail and you're unbanned from a platform that you were about to be signed on to, but you still had the right to stream there regardless. But the most important thing to get out there to your Kick audience is how you were gonna threaten to end your life on stream. I don't know what's going on in this guy's head to think that this is the right decision to do. I don't think you should be complaining about it, that you gotta face the music for your fuck-ups that you're accountable for, but for Fousey, it seems like it wasn't his fault at all, and he starts to cut ties with everyone that's important to him. For an example, his therapist. I fired my therapist who has spoken to me daily for 2 years. Last night, when I needed her most, instead of being there for me, she left the GC. She listened to my ex-manager who told her I'm unwell.
Wait, don't hang up. I'm actually the one that said they're human. They're gonna make mistakes. I didn't defend them.
Cool, of course. On a job. Yeah, on a job, a mistake really is. Let's all talk in a circle while Yusuf hasn't eaten and vape and talk. Susie, when the stream goes down, let Yusuf walk out and see us laughing and flirting with each other, okay?
Why can't they, like, the stream went down. Why did it go down?
Because the internet went out and their job is to watch the stream and tell me it goes down. 3 minutes went by, they didn't say shit.
I don't know what the wait list for a therapist is, but if that was one of the sources to help combat your mental health problems and you threw it out the window as you did with your Kick contract, like, why? I don't understand this, man. Maybe it was Fousey that did this instead of you, Seth, but regardless, it's his choice to fire the therapist that could have helped him with his mental health problems. And I don't think he should be talking about his mental health problems on X because the comments are just gonna eat him alive. And you know, it's like not everyone's gonna be there for you when you're having one of your manic episodes. If you have bipolar pills to help you calm down, just take them. Do what the mental health professional tells you to do. I mean, it's what you paid her for, isn't it? It's not even just his therapist that he's lashing out to. It's also his family, his mother and his father. He says that he disowns them because they're not there for him all the time, apparently.
I know, Bob. I'm just calling to tell you, you guys are never gonna see me again. Baba, last year when I crashed out and I was in the hospital, instead of checking on me, Muhammad texted me to say, Yusuf, just to let you know, me and Mama are disowning you as family members. You are on your own. Every time I've messed up, Baba, Muhammad and Mama cussed me out and let me realize it. Anytime I did a Hollywood red carpet, $100 million contract, anything successful, they didn't open their mouth and I begged them. I no longer need you guys in my life. I'm a Muslim. You guys put me on this earth, Baba, but now I'm 34, so I'm living my own life. So, Baba, this is the last you're ever going to see me. I live in Australia now. The house in San Diego, I'm still paying for. I need you to drop off Muffin to Los Angeles. I'm giving away my dog Muffin to her babysitter.
This just gets sadder by the minute. A 34-year-old man disowning his family because they weren't there for him all the time when he says that he needed them. More importantly, on the camera, he's making sure that he gets the family's heartbreaking reaction of him disowning his own family, the people that gave him his life. Share the shocking drama to the internet so people can be like, oh my god, what did Fousey's parents do to make him do that? And he's giving the thumbs up for the cameraman. Oh my god, I don't even know if he realizes half of the shit that he says with all the mental health issues that's going on in his head, but it's clear that he's doing this for the attention. He wants this victim mentality where he's in the right for all of his fuck-ups that he's done these past few days. And I don't even know if he apologized to the guy that he punched on the live stream or putting all this psychological turmoil on his mother, but I don't think an apology is going to cut it at this point. He's permanently banned on Kick and everyone's turning against him because he made them do it. I honestly don't know if Fousey is actually capable of wanting to end his own but it's not something that you would wish on, even if it's someone as deplorable and not right in the head like Fousey here. What this guy needs, though, is a psych ward, a better treatment for his bipolar, and the most important thing out of all of this, stay off the internet. Because all he gets right now is negativity from the kick streamers that he hangs out with and the comments that call him out on his bullshit all the time and kicking out the good people in his life that want him to recover and stay recovered. Like not going back to crashing out after he's hit with another wave of controversy that gets on the trending feed on Twitter. The permanent kick ban was a good choice though, in my opinion. Hate on me all you want, but clearly, it's what feeds this attitude of Fousey when he's on the live stream. When he's getting that adrenaline rush that he says he has, and he starts becoming Fousey instead of Yusuf, and he starts making all of these bad choices that are making his career go down the shitter even more. It just goes to show you that actions have consequences. Like, fuck around and find out, you know? We saw what happened with Jack Doherty, Neon, Zerka, all those other kick streamers that were permanently banned for doing all of these deplorable things that were going against Kick's own rules. What do they do now? I don't know, but quite frankly, I don't really care, and I can say the same thing for Fousey. Like, I don't wish ill will towards him, but he needs to smarten up and get help. As for his reputation as a creator, it's basically out the window. If he tries to make a comeback at all, it's not going to be as big as it was back in 2016. But yeah, Fousey just needs to get off the internet.
Throw that vape in the pool, buddy.
Anything Kai says.
All right.
Done.
All right. Look, Fousey. Okay? Look, bro.
I'm 16, starting to find my way. Gotta